Hello and welcome to another speaking sample video from Ask Learning. My name is Angel Joseph, and I've always been more than keen to help you out with some samples. So, here, my main focus today would be on a speaking cue card question that was posted by a candidate on the website based on the January to April 2021 topics on speaking, the most relevant ones according to what my students have shared with me in the classes after their tests. So that's what I put forward every 4 months so that it is useful and as well as predictable for you. Firstly, do these questions come exactly the way we list them out in the PDFs? Not really. These are the most tentative questions. What you need to keep in mind is that you are supposed to have an idea on your preparation regarding the IELTS speaking test, and this is just a way out for you. Do not think of it as the final listing. So, quickly grab your copy of Ask Learning Speaking Topics from January to April 2021, and I'm referring to the same topic on the website. It is number 27, and it is asking us a cue card that is describe a recent decision that you made. The four sub questions or the four cues given are: what was the occasion? What was the decision you made? How did it affect, or what was the result of this decision? And explain how did you feel about it. So let's start. Well, we are just out of this COVID times, and I would say that a recent practical and a very good decision that I made was to get back into shape. Now, I had been sitting back at home for the past almost 1 year, and most of my work was also based from home. So I was putting on weight, wherein not just was it affecting my fitness, but also somewhere lethargy was kicking in, and it was giving me some sort of lack of energy feeling at times. So I thought I should make a change to this. So this was the moment when I decided I should get back into a routine for exercising. And the decision that I made actually was to go back into a very practical sense of exercising called yoga. Very popular throughout the world, very, I would say, not so difficult, and also people do not have to spend a lot of time doing yoga. It just practically needs you to sit down maybe 20 minutes early in the morning, or in the evenings 20 minutes, half an hour. So I made a decision that I would get back into shape, I would rebound and take a break from the sedentary lifestyle, work from home lifestyle, and come back to how I was when I was working. So I downloaded an app called Yoga Go on my phone, and I was very, very consistent on following what they were asking me to do, let's say, in the time intervals, or they were asking me to, put down some eating habits. I honestly followed all of it. And after about, I would say, 2 months, I started feeling light. I wouldn't say that it just happened, it was like atomic and it just happened in 12 days, but I started feeling alive after about 2 months. I could feel that even though I was working throughout the day, I had come back from that work from home to a real life routine office culture. Even then, by evenings, I used to feel full of energy. All this gave me a very content and a very satisfied feeling. And somewhere I would say, being a lady, I was alive and kicking, taking a break from what I had gotten into. I had put on lots of kilos, and now shedding it was another trouble. Eventually, I found the support system that could help me to make this change, and it absolutely worked out for me. I was happy. It's been 6 months now. I am still sticking on to this good habit or the good decision that I recently took, and I'm I'm thankful that I actually made such a decision and I stuck onto it, and I can see results happening in my life. So I would say this is one of the recent decisions that I made. Now, you would feel that there were a lot of words that I could use. For example, I used words like rebouncing, sedentary lifestyle, alive and kicking, full of energy, energetic, consistent. All these words were associated to the story that I was putting forward. Many a times we learn up words, we put them in our story, and then we use them. We randomly pick up vocabulary words. Please do not do that if you want to score a 7 plus in speaking. If you want to improve your vocabulary, try to get into an associative habit. If you're talking about good decision, firstly, the first thing that I would like you to think about is exactly what is that good decision that you made. Once you know, okay, it is about getting into fitness, getting into a regime, getting into an exercise mode after the entire long break, after the work from home atmosphere that we got into. So basically getting back from it, you already know what your storyline is. So let's stick to the storyline and build up our words, our vocabulary based on the storyline. Did I use very complicated words? No. Most of the students, most of the test takers, professionals, what they have in their mind is doing a speaking cue card or presenting yourself in a speaking test requires you to use a lot of vocabulary. Remember, when you use vocabulary, you just need to keep one more thing in your mind. The vocabulary has to be naturally used. Otherwise, it can be made out when the examiner is listening to you. When I use a word for the first time, am I natural with it? No. Do I know the exact reference or the exact usage of it? What say that you learned the exact meaning, you learned the usage, even then while you started using it, you felt that you made a very good choice by using the word. I would say if you are not comfortable, if it does not come naturally to you, do not use such tough, inconsistent words. Rather, use simpler words that would make your speaking more fluent, more coherent. Remember, lexical resources is one of the band parameters. We have all the others, all the other four. That is fluency, coherence, grammatical range, and pronunciation. Right? So, lexical resources, do not break your heads on it. Like I said, break your heads on it. It is a very natural sense of wording that I've just put forward. And you very well know for a fact that yes, it was very naturally put. I would want you to be this natural with your vocabulary. Otherwise, stick to a very basic and a list of words that you are comfortable using. Do not ever use a word just because you learned it and you want to show it off in front of the examiner. So, this is what I wanted to help you out with. I have given you the sample answer. I hope it helps. Thank you.